Welcome. We got another podcast today. This is Domain Dave, cheapwinefinder.com. And what do I have here? Ferrari-Carano Dry Sangiovese Rosé Sonoma 2021. And let's see what we want to know about this one. I'm going to take a sip and we'll talk about it. Ferrari-Carano is a family-owned winery, or was a family-owned winery out of the Dry Creek AVA in Sonoma. It's a beautiful facility. I know people who have been there, never been there myself, and everybody raved about it, said it's a memorable place to visit. But a few years back, one of the main members of the family passed, and they ended up selling the winery to a Foley wine family, who have an excellent portfolio. It seems to be in really good hands right now. And it's still a standalone winery. It's not like it's just simply a label anymore. It's still what it used to be. And I put links to both Ferrari-Carano and the Foley in the cheapwinefinder.com review of this wine, the Ferrari-Carano Dry Sangiovese Rosé Sonoma 2021, which is the wine. And it's a really nice wine. And we talked a little bit last time about supporting your local winery. There's there's brands out there, and brands are wonderful. But if a winery that actually does upscale wines makes you a wine, I think I found this for $10.99. It makes you an inexpensive wine that's really good and has their name on it. Support that. I mean, if they're supporting you, so you should support them. So there you go. That's my support your local winery. Though brands are fine too, and brands keep the competition higher, and because there's so much competition, the quality of wine is better now than it has been in the history of the wine world. You know, it's gotten to the point where, we're a cheap wine finder. We talk about value price wines, but they can run and gun in many aspects with more expensive wines. It's like you often don't really need to go more expensive to get really good wine. So that's something to keep a lookout for. And this is a Sangiovese Sangiovese Rosé, and I'm going to take another sip here. Their technical notes are funny. It's 75% Sangiovese, and then it's like 14.73 Pinot Noir, and then 2.69. They're very, very precise on what the blend is, and I kind of like that. They're measuring it down to the second digit, and they also have 0.79% of grapes that they don't know, which is something that happens with older vineyards. There might be a section that was planted a long time ago and no one remembers what they are, and they probably could do DNA testing if they wanted to, but maybe they did and they still couldn't figure it out. That does happen too. But the technical notes are excellent. Now this is a wine that is not meant to be cellared or anything. This is something you buy right away. It's 13.9 in alcohol, so it's got a little bit more body, but it's still light, delicate, tasty rosé. And so it's not 70. Anytime you get 75%, except on one grape, you can put that on the bottle. You can put that on the label. But it has like 7 or 8 different grapes, and it's very precise what they do. They said that this was from 2021, and it was during the drought years. And not that I don't think drought's over necessarily, but they do get some more rain. And they had the earliest harvest ever. And I think harvest started in August and ended in the first part of October. And by December, they had fermented the wine, blended the wine, the rosé, and bottled it. So this is not a wine that's been aged a lot, but it's been made with care. You can tell this is a very balanced wine. I'm going to take another sip. This is my favorite rosé of 2022, and I've had a bunch of really good rosés and interesting rosés. This website is curated by me, of course, and I know how to pick out wines I like to drink. I don't have to know or tasted them before. I can kind of figure out what I'm going to like, and I guess I'm getting better at rosé wines because I've had some really good ones. And this one is light and delicate balanced, great acidity. It has great length, and every time you take a sip, you're going to find a little bit different flavors, which is really nice for an inexpensive wine, that there's some depth and complexity to it, though on first sip, you're not going to notice it. You're going to have to pay some attention to it. That's one thing about when you're tasting wine, you're going to have to, if you find one you like, take some time to dig in a little bit, take some sips and think about what you have. And, you can go on and talk to your friends, and the wine's supposed to be they're having a great time and enjoying yourself, and, staring at your navel ain't what you need to do when you drink wine, but sometimes wine deserves a little bit of contemplation, a little bit of figuring out what's in your glass and why you like what's in your glass. Take another sip. Like I said, I like this wine. Yeah, the color is more amber than pink, and the flavors, this is very subtle wine. The nose is nice. I mean, it's pretty nose. Like I said, it's balanced. It has that acidity that you're going to be taking a sip before your brain doesn't say take another sip. You automatically just do it because the acidity is that good, and the flavors are fruit forward, maybe red berries with a little bit of more tart things, maybe sour apple, maybe dried strawberry, but light and all mingled together. It's interesting. I wasn't. I knew Ferrari-Carano is a quality winery, and I think I've had this several years ago, and I have no recollection of it. I just know I had it several years ago, and I'm really pleased to have a drink. I didn't know what to expect. I figured it was going to be good. So yeah, give it a shot. $11-12. It has a little. This might be more of a fall rosé, though it's fine for the summer, but with a little bit more body, a little bit more alcohol. It might be something that on a cooler night would hit the spot. They suggested seafood for pairing and maybe like white meats like poultry or lamb or that type of thing, along with really kind of cool cheeses. And this will stand up to that, and it does have those good, delicate flavors, but it's got the acidity that will cut through. Take another sip. Yeah, this is just a good wine. It's not going to blow you away with how awesome it is or anything, but it's just a solid wine. It's really a good rosé. I mean, it's just what more can you ask for? So that's it for me, Domain Dave. We're talking about Ferrari-Carano's dry Sangiovese Rosé Sonoma. I think most of it's from Alexander Valley. It's a state fruit. And there you go. Like us where you like your podcast. Push buttons until something goes like. I don't even know how that even works. And I'll be talking to you in a couple of days with some more wine, something good. Things are getting cooler outside, and we're going to maybe get into more hearty wines. And whatever, we'll always find something good to drink. So adios and keep it cheap. Bye-bye.